Yeah, well, the safety of South Africans is in jeopardy. At least Mkhwanazi still has a firearm. He still has a men and women that he works with. He can still somehow protect himself. There are men and women out there that are vulnerable. They've got no one to protect. So we can't be worried about our own safety. We must worry about the safety of the citizens. So ours is to go out there and lay our life to protect them. That is my only concern right now. Not about my safety. You know, everyone shall die. The time will come. If it comes, it comes. But if an enemy comes to you, attack the enemy. Don't allow the enemy to take advantage. You can't just lie with your arms in your hands like that. You have to fight. So that's what we are doing now in KZN, and we shall fight. And this fight is very big. So it needs people who are committed, people who are not worried. No, they're going to chase you. They're going to arrest you. Get out of that prison and fight. They're going to suspend, they're going to dismiss you, they can get you out of the police. When you're out of the police, join men and women in the private sector that are dedicated in dealing with this criminality and fight from outside. That's why we're calling on them to also join us to fight. That is not going to stop. So I'm not worried about my safety in as far as these investigations are concerned.
General Mkhwanazi is playing the country and is playing a mind game to the country and is actually playing those that are prepared to listen to him. Because he knows how to play with words and what to say and the things he needs to say and how to say it in such a way that the country get moved. He will say, we are doing this thing for the country and to protect the people of South Africa. Me, I can defend myself, but the people of South Africa, who's defending them? Now he wants to play that he's defending the people of South Africa. Now we will then come and say, dockets were taken by General Sibiya. They are in his office, in his archives. I don't have dockets in my office, in my archive. I don't have that.
On the 6th of July, 2025, KZN Provincial Commissioner General Mkhwanazi held a media briefing where he alleged that there is criminality, political interference, and corruption in the criminal justice system that led to the president establishing the Judicial Commission of Inquiry, which is also known as Madlenga Commission of Inquiry, and the Ad Hoc Committee of Parliament to investigate those allegations. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with others, and comment on the comment section below. This is what Secretary General of the African National Congress said on the 6th.
See as the African National Congress.
Why do you say it's lawlessness?
It borders on lawlessness and a banana republic. That a high-ranking police commissioner can basically go to television and make a disparaging and grave accusations and allegations in the way we have learned about them. And it borders on lawlessness and banana republic because at the end of the day, we've got to do something about those things. And also the protocol and the discipline of the police command and control is very important. I was a minister of police. I worked very well with the police and I know protocols of the police, but I'm not about to talk about my own personal experience. Let's deal with the principle. The principle is that the head of state and our president will deal with this matter. That is what, as the ANC, would like to see.
Okay.
It has been a year and a lot has been exposed in both the Ad Hoc Committee and in the Madlenga Commission. Honestly, we criticized the president when he announced a commission, but it has proven us wrong. The commission must submit their final report on the 31st of August, 2026. Personally, I wish the chairperson to write to the presidency and seek an extension because there is more than what we have seen. This year, UNISA honored General Mkhwanazi with an award for Newsmaker of the Year 2025. He shared a powerful message there. I'll attach it. But before we get to that video, I want to remind you of certain things that were said by Minister and General Sibiya.
From the 6th of July, I'm smelling General Mkhwanazi. And this is the first opportunity that I'm getting to explain myself. And I'm going to do justice to that. And I'm pleading with you to give me the opportunity to do that. Considering as well that he has gone to the commission.
I want the sober citizen to listen to me.
So when I talk to them on a Saturday, they are drunk, most of them, because of what's happening in Durban. So let me not get there on Saturday. And so I call for this gathering to happen on Saturday, and knowing for a fact that they will have woken up just when they are getting their papalas sorted out, I will clear their papalas with this message. And indeed, it reached out, it made them sober.
General Khumalo got arrested. That angered General Mkhwanazi to an extent that he sent a message to one of his friends, colleague, that says, can I proceed there? No. He sent a message of a song of Tupac that says, I'll kill them at night when they're sleeping. Now, he was so furious. And then even General Masemola, to an extent that I began to hear that they feel that I have something to do with that arrest. I ended up calling the National Commission and saying, NASCOM, I don't know about this arrest. Nobody knew. I didn't even expect it because this thing is something that happened within CI. The National Commissioner then said to me, no, you wouldn't have known about this arrest because it's something that happened within CI. I believe that General Mkhwanazi, he sees things.
Sorry.
He sees things because some of us from the 24th of January of December, we were operating already down there in Western Cape. We came, I came round about my last roadblock was in Harrismith on the 30th.
Where are the 21 dockets, 121 dockets?
Where are they?
Now, yes.
They are.
I'm asking from the custodian now.
They are I take it that they will be with the political killing test team project manager.
Why were they taken?
They were taken, brought by them to be taken to where they needed to be taken to.
But what worries me, Chair, quite honestly speaking, is that, you see, I have lots and lots that I could also put forward. But where you find that it was not accepted, or maybe, like the chair said, no, put in a supplementary. But at some point, I go feeling like it looked like the evidence leader is General Mkhwanazi's lawyer, not really probing. But if ever I'm wrong, it's her job to really maybe probe and ask this type of questions. I apologize for that. But the only thing is that it's like I feel here standing like I'm speaking to a lawyer of General Mkhwanazi, asking me questions. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? And when in fact I can't account sometimes for some of the things that were said or sent to me by by Ngosi. But unfortunately, if I'm wrong, I will accept it. I was just raising it as a concern that it's like I'm standing in front of General Mkhwanazi's lawyer and not really being probed by the commission. So I was just raising that concern.
Can I respond first, Chair? No, I'm an evidence leader. I'm not here representing anybody. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm here to put to you what evidence we have, as I've said to you many times. The relevance of all of this is about the faction fight within the top management of the police service.
But I feel that it is one-sided because my side of the story in terms of faction fighting is really not on the table. Whether I supplemented or I could have supplemented, I didn't know that if this is about faction fighting, I could balance the chairs in such a way that as I'm being approached with this, my side of the story covering where I'm coming from will also be covered. But the way the line of questioning came, it came through the way I was led by the evidence leader, read your statement, and then from there we went to different files. From this file, we moved from this file, from that file to that file. Now, I'm just worried that, Chair, I'm not running away from this, I'm going to respond to this. But all I'm saying is that I'm sitting here feeling just a pity that one side is being played, and then the other side, not much is coming from the other side. As much as witnesses were called from 7 July, after this commission was formed, many times, one narrative being pushed, and then I come here at the last minute, I feel like an accused person where I'm sitting. And then when one narrative has been pushed over a period of time. So I don't want to talk too much on it, Chair, but I'm just cutting myself before the Chair says it's too much.
I guess we all seated now. So I'm going to try and keep it short. I'm not a lecturer like the prof. So I thought we're already in a class. The protocol has already been observed, so it will be a waste of time that you're competing against food. That if I start again, going through the entire protocol, it will really be a waste of time. So I'm going to skip that. However, forgive me, Prof, Ms. Lavert, because you invite a police officer, which is a government employee, to a function like this in the presence of the leader in the house. So I'm going to have to salute the good doctor, Your Worship, the Mayor, and acknowledge your presence. And after saluting the leader of government, then I saluted everyone. That's unfortunate. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, the leadership of National Press Club, fellow officers that are here, invited guests, good evening. I received this recognition with humility, but with caution. Caution because the work of a police officer is not performed for applause. It is not performed for headlines. It is not performed for awards. It's a job that is performed for the people of South Africa. But as a disciplined police officer, I took an oath many years ago, an oath to uphold the Constitution of the Republic, to protect the citizens of this country, and to defend the rule of law without fear and any favor. The oath does not change depending on your political convenience. It doesn't change depending on the media pressure. And it doesn't change because of public opinion. And it also doesn't change because of your personal consequence. Therefore, this award that I've received this evening must not be misunderstood. The media briefing that was held on the 6th of July 2025, and I must thank the media for allowing us to communicate to the citizens of this country. You've done us a great job. You should applaud yourself for that. That media briefing was not an exercise of popularity. We were not campaigning. It was not an attempt for one to become a public figure. It was an act of duty, an act informed by conscience. It is an act that we perform because of the love of the country, South Africa, our country. And the responsibility that I have as a Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal in the main and the Senior Manager of the South African Police Service in this country. When institutions begin to fear truth, then they fear criminality. South Africa enters a very dangerous territory. South Africa is standing at such a crossroad as we speak today. So we cannot continue to normalize corruption. We shouldn't continue to protect incompetence in the main from public servants. We cannot continue to romanticize criminality whilst our citizens live behind burglar bars. When business collapse because of extortion, when communities suffer because of organized crime, and the public trust in institutions continue to erode. The truth is painful. A capable state cannot coexist with compromised institutions. And the process of renewal cannot selectively target certain sectors of society while others remain untouched. The spring cleaning that we are currently experiencing within the criminal justice system must cut across all sectors of our society. Government departments at the national level, as well as the provincial level, municipalities, private sector, yes, law enforcement is affected, not only the South African Police Service, but all other law enforcement that we have, the private sector, and yes, of course, the media itself. Every institution in this country must ask a difficult question. Are we saving South Africa, or are we saving ourselves? Because patriotism is not found in slogans. It is found in accountability. It is found in ethical leadership. And is found in courage. And it is found in a willingness to place the country before comfort. We don't have to all agree, and you don't have to be friends, you don't have to like each other, but we all have a responsibility to serve the interest of South Africa. So this country doesn't need heroes, but they need principled people. People who will do their jobs honestly when nobody is clapping for them. People who understand the integrity is not a performance, but it is a discipline. Accepting this award this evening does not necessarily suggest that all is well in our country. There's a lot that needs to be done. It is precisely because all is not well that every one of us must recommit ourselves to making it well for our future generation. So in South Africa, if South Africa is serious about the national reset, then the reset must include all of us. It must start with politicians. They drive fancy cars these days. They live like business people. It must include public service employees, law enforcement included. In the justice system, judiciary is our principal, is our vice chancellor. Whatever we do, we take it through the prosecution and go and present before the presiding officer in court. And therefore, they must also play the part on this. The business sector, they cannot be left out. Civil society, as I said, the media as well, ought to play their part. No institution can place itself above scrutiny while demanding accountability from others. We see that a lot from the media. You question everything that everyone does, but you do not want to be questioned yourself. Tonight, I accept this award primarily because I stood on the 6th of July, 2025, representing men and women in blue. So I received this award, accepting it on behalf of those police officers who leave their houses, the police officers who leave their houses not knowing whether they're going to return. a detective who worked through the night, overtime, on weekends, in order to make sure that they have a successful case presented in court, to make sure that they have successful prosecution. All those officers who continue to serve with integrity despite intimidation that exists, despite the limited resources that the police officers have, and the criticism that is leveled against them. Those members who still believe in the badge, and those who still believe that the SAPS can and must become a trusted instrument of justice for the people of South Africa. There are many honest and committed police officers in this country, men and women who refuse to surrender the organization to corruption. They refuse to surrender this organization to criminal infiltration or institutional decay. So this recognition that I received this evening belongs to them. It belongs to those who continue to carry the integrity of the organization. It belongs to those who commit to building a safe, ethical, and capable state. It belongs to those who understand that the service to the people is not a slogan. It is a sacred responsibility that they have. History will not judge us by the titles we carry, the speeches that we've delivered. History will judge us by whether we defended the truth when it mattered, whether we protected the weak when it was difficult to do so, and whether we placed the future of this country, South Africa, above our personal interest. May we all find the courage to do so. I thank you very much for affording me this award.